Karnataka thriller has happy ending. Bengaluru ka Badshah Siddaramaiah. DK is upset but stays a loyal soldier. DK accepts the post of Siddu's deputy. Every India Today news break bang on. Can Siddu and DK work together now? Top focus on 6 p.m. Prime.
A very good evening. You're watching our special broadcast on India Today on the Congress's special CLP meeting right after a decision on the Chief Minister has been made. I'm Nabila Jamal bringing you all the developments right here from the Congress office, the KPCC office. The President of the KPCC, DK Shivakumar, who has brought this party to a 136 majority here in Karnataka, a never seen before number for the Congress in the last 4 decades. And that's why you see, even though Siddaramaiah has been announced as the Chief Minister by the Congress, you see DK Shivakumar's massive flexes that have been erected there. Sky high flexes as big as that you see here dotting across the entire stretch of Queen's Road where the KPCC office is located. It is an exciting affair for the Karnataka Congress undoubtedly. Siddaramaiah has been named as the Chief Minister and that will be officiated right here at this very building, the KPCC office, in about 10 minutes time. The CLP meeting is supposed to begin 7 p.m. though, even though all the arrangements have already made. 10 minutes on, leaders are going to be walking in. By 7 p.m. dot on time, they're going to be carrying out the CLP meeting where the formal letter which says that Siddaramaiah is the CLP leader will be signed by all the MLAs right here at the KPCC office. This is in fact the old building of the KPCC. The CLP meeting is happening right behind the new building. I'm going to take you through that. But for now, we see a lot of crowd and hangama here. At least for now, we see that this mood is being built up right here at the KPCC old building. Taking you through all those images and getting you voices from here. Let me take you through the headlines first. CM crisis may be over, but more trouble brewing for the Congress in Karnataka. It appears MP Patil, G. Parmeshwara, upset over not being given Deputy Chief Minister's post. BJP accuses the Congress of ignoring Lingayats and the Dalits. Supreme Court overturns West Bengal government ban on the Kerala story, tells the Tamil Nadu government to secure theatres. Supreme Court bench to view the film after vacation to see if accusations of the movie vilifying a certain community is true or false. Big Modi cabinet reject. Kiran Rijiju demoted, loses the law ministry amid collegium tussle. Arjun Meghwal of Rajasthan made MOS Law and Justice. Massive win for Jallikattu Makkal. Supreme Court upholds validity of bull taming sports, says cultural heritage can't be part of judicial inquiry. And US court allows extradition of 26/11 terror attack accused Pakistani origin Canadian businessman Sahabur Rana to India. And is Imran Khan's arrest imminent? Heavy security deployment outside his Lahore home. Imran refuses to join the NAB probe, accuses government of trying to crush the PTI. Here you have the KPCC CLP meeting just about to begin. All the crowds who've gathered here very keenly going to be watching all the process that will be carried out. A formal signing procedure where all the MLAs, 136 of the Congress party, will be signing on a letter, a notification that will be sent out that says and acknowledges Siddaramaiah as their Chief Minister, DK Shivakumar as their Deputy. This is the KPCC office where DK Shivakumar sat and strategized and engineered quite a spirited campaign for the Congress with a thumping 136 majority here in Karnataka. I'm going to cut across to this huge development as we hear the Congress wanting to carry out some pompous celebrations for their swearing-in ceremony, which is going to happen on Saturday, day after tomorrow, 20th of May, where they're going to be calling in all the top opposition leaders from different states. I'm going to list out to you all those leaders who have been called in: Nitish Kumar, Tejasvi Yadav, MK Stalin, Hemant Soren, Mehbooba Mufti, D. Raja, Siddaramaiah, Mamta Banerjee, Kamal Hassan, Sharad Pawar, Uddhav Thackeray. These are the people who have been invited. Who are not invited as yet are Pinarayi Vijayan, Aam Aadmi Party's Arvind Kejriwal. KCR has not been invited, and so is Jagan Mohan Reddy, who's been left out of this massive VIP invitee list. I'm going to cut across to Shiv Arun, who's also joining us on that. Shiv, the Congress in Karnataka really flexing it before 2024. We do see that the Congress has had a facelift with the kind of victory they've seen here in Karnataka. They're trying to galvanize that support from the other opposition party leaders to come together as a united front for 2024 against the mighty BJP. It appears to be some kind of posturing, and that's why this grand celebration at Kantirwa Stadium, where this VIP list has been rolled out.
Nabila, if you remember in 2018, the victory of the JDS Congress Sarkara was a very similar signal moment for opposition unity. At that time as well, there was a very, very viral photograph which involves some of the people who have been invited today, including people like Sitaram Yechuri, Tejasvi Yadav and others. Now, notably absent in this list so far to me include people like Akhilesh Yadav, people like Mayawati. Both of them were prominently present in 2018. It's going to be very interesting to see how many of these opposition leaders actually show up, because in 2018 it became a very, very signal moment for opposition unity in 2018, just before the 2019 Lok Sabha election. Whether it fructifies, whether this coronation ceremony throws up a similar opportunity for all of these big opposition leaders to land in Bengaluru at the Kantirwa Stadium to be part of that big muscle flex as far as an anti-Modi front, as it were, before 2024 is concerned, remains to be seen. But I think the Congress also recognizes that its big mandate in Karnataka affords the opportunity for all of these big leaders to come onto one platform. Remember, many of them have been a little iffy about, recognizing the Congress as a big face. But I think the mandate in Karnataka has changed the game quite a bit. You've got people like the Trinamool Congress willing to work with the Congress party. We'll have to see if the others step on board as well and become part of this larger united opposition.
You know, Shiv, there's a lot of buzz within the Congress circles that Mamta Banerjee, soon after the victory of the Congress, had dialed in Rahul Gandhi. I have Salim Ahmed, the working president of the KPCC. So, a quick word from you. All right, I'll speak to him, but tell us what's going to happen at the CLP meeting today.
So we are definitely electing the leader and the Deputy Chief Minister, Chief President leader.
Right.
So that's
The observers?
Yeah.
Right, sir. You have the CLP observers. What's going to be transpiring here today?
We are going to elect the CLP leader. We are all looking forward to it. You see the environment here is totally on fire.
Right. The decision's already been made, is it?
We are going to elect the leader first.
All right. This is the formalizing of this whole announcement. That was a CLP observer who's come down from Delhi. They're the ones who are overseeing all the mandate that will be presented here. A formal letter where all the MLAs are going to be signing upon to suggest that they have elected their CLP leader, and that's Siddaramaiah. Shiv, if you are with us, what we see here, I was just mentioning about Rahul Gandhi and Mamta Banerjee. We hear has had a conversation right after the Karnataka results, and we hear that Mamta Banerjee has pledged her support for the Congress and has said that they're going to work together in the run-up to 2024, and almost have had an internal agreement that we will not pitch candidates where you are strong, you don't pitch candidates where we are strong. So we see opposition parties gravitating towards the Congress for 2024. This is a great way to position themselves. The Congress fans and their voters all aligned right here at the KPCC building Tell me a little more about the CLP meeting. Are you going to be part of it? What's the mood with Siddaramaiah being announced as the Chief Minister today?
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. Very happy. We are very waiting from 4 days, and we got
Did you
result
want
today.
Siddaramaiah?
Not like that. If I command what I command decides that we should go through that.
DK or Sidda?
Both we need. Both the highs. Both the highs for the Karnataka.
Both are hard workers.
Both are hard workers, madam. If they will work, means even India, we will win the India also.
You will be in India also.
24. Modi is out of order.
Modi
If the both are there means Siddaramaiah sir, DK sir is there means in the Karnataka, all over India also, we will win and we will throw.
Siddaramaiah sir.
Happy also. See, I commanded this, selected, no, very thankful of
Very happy.
There is not going to be any fight between them.
No fights because both are is accepted. He is our president. TK sir is our president. He is a very strong person. Both are is a strong person. Equally they decided and they took the decision that there is no more fights.
So no more fights. The decision has already been made, and that's what we see at the Vidhan Sauda. I'm going to cut across to this big images right here on India Today First, where we see Siddaramaiah's nameplate being erected right there at the Vidhan Sauda as a Chief Minister. That office is just being readied. It's all polished and kept swanky for Siddaramaiah to enter as the Chief Minister yet again for Karnataka. These are the images. These are the images here. Preparations underway to welcome the new Chief Minister of Karnataka. Siddaramaiah will be welcomed into his new office in Vidhan Sauda. Such a big moment for him the second time around. And it appears that Siddaramaiah has always been confident if the Congress comes to power, he will be the choice of the High Command because he has the support of nearly 100 MLAs. That's the image of Siddaramaiah's nameplate that's hanging right outside the office, saying Siddaramaiah Chief Minister. Such a proud moment it must be for Siddaramaiah. Okay. I hear that there is internal understanding. I heard there is internal understanding that half term Siddu, half term DK.
Yes, whatever it is High Command says that they will follow.
You want that?
We need that.
You want that? Okay.
High Command.
Absolutely, we require both the Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar because they have struggled a lot equally with absolutely. We cannot even 0.1% distinguishing. They both are equally one another because of that reason.
What about Lingayats? What about Dalits? Lingayats?
No Lingayats. They all. See the fact.
There is no any difference between Lingayat, all those. They are.
Who is Dalit? Dalit for me. Anybody who is Dalit and Lingayat? That's a.
We are all equal. We are all equal. Bolo Congress protect.
All right.
We all are equal.
All right, that's a lovely thing to say. None of them wanted to. I asked if anyone here was Dalit because I wanted to know their sentiment. None of them wanted to say their caste. They said we're all Congress. That's it. Well, let me cut across to Sagai Raj, who's also around here tracking all the mood and excitement on ground. I will speak to you, sir. Let me cut across Sagai. CLP meeting to officiate what's already established. India Today, the first 72 hours before the declaration came in from the Congress party. Siddaramaiah is the Chief Minister. We broke it first. DK Shivakumar, the deputy. We also said that there is an internal understanding within the Congress High Command that they both share power for 2.5 years each, but that has not been formally said to the media. Tell us a little more on what's going to happen at this very important CLP meeting at the Congress office.
See, what we get to learn through our sources is this CLP meeting will go ahead and sign the resolution which will be passed by the Congress, by all the MLAs, and thereafter it will be taken and submitted to the governor of Karnataka, Thawarchand Gehlot, and they will stake the claim. We are at HL Airport, and you can see the kind of security which has been beefed up outside HL Airport, where both the leaders along with the MLAs will be arriving anytime now, and you can see that people are eagerly waiting to get the glimpse of their favorite leaders. They are waiting with the flowers, they are waiting with the rose petals to welcome their leaders, and there are also folk, Kannada folk music, as well as Dollu Kunita, Yakshagana and various other the dance people, as well as folk dance artists are here at the spot. When the leaders arrive, they will be welcomed with the music and dance along with showering of flowers and rose petals.
All right, that's all right. Now, of course, this is the Congress Sarkar that's now come to Karnataka. We know that this is a mood, a jubilant mood that among all of the supporters. Did you say something about your caste?
No, we are not seeing the caste. This is a Congress caste. All including, we are all one only caste.
Dalit are equal. We are Congress workers are equal. We are all castes are equal.
I am the Dalitas, I am a minority, I am a Lingayas, I am a Brahmin, I am a Gaudas, I am everything, including I am a Kannadigas. We are a Karnataka Kannadigas.
Congress family, we are Congress.
We are together since from long time. Thousands of years we are together in India, and the Congress is the only party make the India the best in the world.
All right. We know every...
Actually, other party have been distinguished very well. We are destroying all those things.
All right. Every party would say the same, but well, give it to the Congress because it's their moment at this point. They have the right to celebrate. This is, of course, the Congress Sarkara in Karnataka, and the veteran leader, 75-year-old Siddaramaiah, now is at the helm. He's going to be named as the CLP leader in just moments from now, where the meeting will be taking place right here. In fact, Congress has picked Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister, DK Shivakumar as his second in command, the Deputy Chief Minister here. In fact, the oath-taking ceremony that will be taking place on the 20th of May, that's day after tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. It's going to be a massive celebration. Let's have a quick look at this report to show you what really was the build-up to this day in Bengaluru.
The race for the Chief Minister's chair ends in Karnataka, and the result is exactly what we told you. As reported by India Today in its coverage of the Power Nataka since the results were announced. After hectic parleys in the national capital over 3 days, the Congress has picked Siddaramaiah as the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. Karnataka Congress Chief DK Shivakumar has settled for the Deputy Chief Minister post.
आदरणीय खड़गे साहब ने निर्णय किया कि विधायक दल के अगले नेता और मुख्यमंत्री श्री सिद्धारमैया जी होंगे और उनके साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर उप मुख्यमंत्री के तौर पर श्री डीके शिवकुमार जी काम करेंगे.
The Siddaramaiah Shivakumar double engine that was pulling in opposite directions will now have to find common ground as it rules Karnataka.
Day one, I am telling, the trust what the people of Karnataka impose is very much important. We have promised them that we will give a good government with a good governance, and we want to implement whatever we have promised to them, our Congress guarantees. I am the president of the party. Under my name and my signature, I have promised to the people of Karnataka.
The Congress top brass has accepted some of Shivakumar's demands. He will be the only Deputy Chief Minister and will stay on as the Karnataka Congress President till the 2024 Lok Sabha election. But very significantly, there has been no public commitment on making him the Chief Minister midway.
Power sharing formula is to share the power to the people of Karnataka. That's all.
In other words, no public acknowledgement of a power sharing formula. While Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar seem to have buried the hatchet for now, the truce is tenuous at best. The Congress power sharing formula in Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh have collapsed in the past. In Rajasthan, for months now, Sachin Pilot has been in open rebellion against Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. While Sachin Pilot is definitely no DK Shivakumar, could there be a repeat in Karnataka? Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, let me cut across to the kind of tussle that there was within the Congress High Command between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah on who they should pick as the Chief Minister of the state. Such a dilemma. Finally, they found a solution and hammered it out. They did not want to wait any longer, even though the same Randeep Surjewala had said it might take 48 to 72 hours for them to actually come up with a decision, but they've done it much earlier because they know that this was a ticking time bomb. The longer they take to announce the Chief Minister for Karnataka, the more it casts aspersions on the credibility of the Congress. I'm going to cut across and take you through exactly what was the tussle in selecting and choosing a Chief Minister for Karnataka the Congress had to go through. Of course, why the Congress picked Siddaramaiah. Siddaramaiah, as we know, is a man with a clean image. He's been spotless through his career. He's been someone who's really been almost a near perfect administrator because the poor really benefited from his schemes, the poor pro-poor policies that he rolled out as a finance minister through his budgets and as a chief minister itself. He was a taskmaster, a man who could really make decisions and was actually effective on ground. He really stirred Congress to a real mega comeback this time, along with DK Shivakumar and his strategy. We do know that Siddaramaiah also has done enough with his mass appeal, has almost galvanized support of the Ahinda community, which are the minorities, the socially backward classes, as well as the Dalits. Now, we also know he is popular across several states. Siddaramaiah is really the man who is one of the most popular, in fact, the most popular, I should say, is Siddaramaiah. He's seen as a mass leader, and most MLAs swore allegiance with Siddaramaiah. At least 90 of them have pledged their support to Siddaramaiah. So he's really the man, clearly priority, and who for the High Command had no other choice but to choose. He was number one and is number one, and that's the declaration we've had. A quick look at why DK Shivakumar wasn't really the man who was picked as the Chief Minister, at least for the first round. DK Shivakumar faces multiple corruption cases. Yeah, the Congress is wary of corruption taint on DKS because this is exactly what their poll plank was. They fought the 40% commission sarkar of Basaraj Bombay. So with what face will they have a DK Shivakumar who has cases on him currently? Of course, DK Shivakumar is defiant, saying these cases are politically motivated, and who does not have cases? B.S. Yediyurappa is also the Chief Minister. He had cases on him. Well, but this is a problem that the Congress might just face going up to 2024. He has limited connect with the masses, not as much as compared to Siddaramaiah. He has lesser mass appeal, but yet is still known as a strong leader. But again, not to the stature of Siddaramaiah, and the experience, of course, the experience and the number of MLAs backing him. Nothing to match Siddaramaiah on that. I'm going to cut across to our reporters as well joining us. We also have Shiv Barur for a little more on the kind of invitees that have been called in, the VIPs who have been invited from different states, opposition leaders who have been called in for this very big grand swearing-in ceremony that will be taking place on the 20th. Also Sagai Raj, who's right at the HAL airport, who's right set to invite DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah into Karnataka. Apurva, Shilpa, all our reporters who are patched with us. I'm cutting across to Sagai. Sagai, what time is DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah arriving at the KPCC office? Would you clarify?
They have not yet landed here at HL airport. Anytime now they might land. We just spoke to the cop here and he said that in another 5 minutes both of them will be landing along with a few MLAs who had travelled along with them. And you can see now all arrangements are made. The folk dance, folk music, and people are waiting with the flowers and petals of roses to shower on their favorite leaders when they land here and when they cross this particular road on HAL airport. As we speak now, anytime now, they might land and they might head towards KPCC office directly. Remember, even KC Venugopal as well as Randeep Surjewala are accompanying them, and they might also be part of this CLP meeting which is organized at KPCC office, and it is scheduled at 7 p.m. but I don't think so they will be reaching on time at the KPCC office.
All right, stay with us. I'm going to quickly cut across to Apurva as well. Apurva is also right here at the KPCC. She's on the other side. Apurva, the celebrations seem as if they're going to be carrying out the swearing-in ceremony right away. It almost looks less like a CLP meeting, more like a swearing-in right now at the KPCC. And I'm at the old building. The new building is right behind. That's where all the stunning images we'll bring to you in just moments from now. But the crowds are here.
Definitely, Nabila, because the enthusiasm out here is through the roof. You can just see how the entire KPCC office has been lit up, all in colors of the Congress flag as well. Party cadres who are all enthusiastic and have been standing here for almost the last 1.5 hours, just eagerly awaiting to catch glimpses of their beloved leaders DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, who will be arriving, landing in Bengaluru in just a couple of minutes from now as well. All emotions are high right now, because we're seeing not only will they be arriving here at the KPCC office, but also the important meeting there will be taking place here in the new building just right beside us. And in fact, all preparations have also been made. Police have been deployed here, barricades that have been put up to ensure that there is VIP movement that is ongoing there smoothly as well. All of this that is undergoing in different parts and parcels of the Congress office out here, both the old and the new building. We just need to see what is the kind of josh out here. Definitely emotions are high, people elated as well. Definitely crowds cheering, sloganeering on, even as several parts of the Congress party is lit up with flying colors there, all eagerly awaiting that DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah arrive here.
Right.
This
and I'd like to show our viewers the flexes here as well. Apurva, stay with us. These are the flexes that we see here of DK Shivakumar all through the KPCC office. Aligned are massive life-size flexes of DK, and this is also flexing of DK Shivakumar, not just in Karnataka as a deputy, but also now wants to project himself as a national leader. So, Siddaramaiah, of course, everyone knows. DK Shivakumar really wants to make this presence felt, and that's why we see all the top VVIPs who've been invited for the swearing-in ceremony. I'm going to cut across to Shiv Arur on that. Shiv, what a guest list. If I really look at the names, all the top leaders of the opposition parties who have been invited here, including Nitish Kumar, MK Stalin of the DMK, Mehbooba Mufti, D. Raja, Sitaram Yechuri, Mamta Banerjee, TMC, who is usually warring with the Congress. She's been invited for the swearing-in. Kamal Hassan, of course, Sharad Pawar of the NCP, Uddhav Thackeray of the Shiv Sena. This only leaves us believing that the Congress has their eyes on 2024 like never before. The Congress's victory here in Karnataka has made them, realize what potential they could have in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections, and they know they can't do it alone. So this time, for the first time, it's the Congress almost reaching out to the opposition, while in compared to what we saw earlier, the other parties reaching to the Congress. This is the first time almost we see the Congress reaching out to the opposition parties.
It's totally understandable that the Congress is seeing the Karnataka victory, Nabila, as full steam ahead for 2024. So you're right about that. In 2018, we saw that, very signal moment for opposition unity. Mayawati, Akhilesh Yadav, Tejasvi Yadav, many other leaders, Sitaram Yechuri, all descended in Bengaluru for that coronation ceremony of H.D. Kumaraswamy as the Chief Minister in that coalition government. This time, it's going to be very interesting to see whether Mamta Banerjee actually comes. Just a few days ago, remember, the Trinamool had significantly signaled that it is willing to, work with the Congress party. Both these parties have otherwise been at loggerheads when it comes to electoral politics. So that has opened a bit of a window as far as opposition unity possibilities are concerned. But it will be interesting to see whether Didi actually comes to Bengaluru for the coronation ceremony, of Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar. On the other hand, some notable, persons who are missing from the list currently who were there in 2018, Mayawati and Akhilesh Yadav, not sure why they haven't been invited, but much more understandable is why KCR, Aam Aadmi Party and a few others haven't been invited, at least so far. We don't know whether invitations are still being extended to some of these leaders, but they've not been invited so far. That's also because there are acrimonious relations between these two parties, and perhaps the Congress doesn't feel comfortable just yet to extend that kind of olive branch, even though this is intended as a big platform for opposition unity. Remember, many of these other parties, like the BRS, the Aam Aadmi Party, would be a little, hesitant to acknowledge the Congress as that first among equals as far as the opposition is concerned. So it's going to be interesting to see which VIPs actually do intend to show up.
You know, I must say, Shiv, as far as the information that I get on ground and the sense I catch from all the political analysts in Karnataka here who are observing Karnataka very closely, is that the Congress's choice for Siddaramaiah versus DK Shivakumar as Chief Minister here is keeping the eyes solely on 2024. They want the Ahinda vote bank to be consolidated and they want Siddaramaiah to lead that fight to 2024 with a clean image, with his experience and the mass appeal that he has in different corners of Karnataka. So really looking at the way things have panned out in the last 3 days, more than anyone else digging their heels here, I should say that it is the Gandhi family and the Congress High Command who set their eyes on the ball with full focus. They want a better showing in 2024 and they think Karnataka could really bring them that. Out of the 28 seats, 25 belongs to the BJP. It was such a drubbing for the Congress and they believe Siddaramaiah could turn that around. And you rightly said BRS, Shiv, KCR's party is now trying to conjure up a third front, an opposition third front, sans the Congress. In fact, it was KCR itself who says he wanted a Congress-mukt opposition unison. And it appears now the Congress is doing it reverse. The Congress has taken it upon itself to invite all the top opposition leaders and keeping away the BRS. So this is really fun to see on the way that each party are positioning itself. Of course, Aam Aadmi Party looks at a Congress as a threat and vice versa. Congress looking at Aam Aadmi Party as a threat. So no invitation to the app. But this event here, the swearing-in ceremony that's going to be taking place, is really going to be a massive affair since we have all of the national leaders going to be descending for that on 20th. Stadium is a massive stadium. Sporting activities usually taking place there. So you can imagine the crowd, Shiv. What does it do to the Congress's image nationally? How does it really position themselves, help the Congress position itself for the big elections there?
The preparations of the Congress party as far as 2024 are concerned, have gotten off to a pretty decent start if you look at this election season. They won Himachal Pradesh, they've won handsomely in Karnataka. That gives them not just a spring in their step, but the opportunity to fundraise. Very crucially, remember, Karnataka is a very important state as far as revenue generation is concerned, and that's going to be important as far as the Congress party's mission 2024 is concerned. So let's not look at this just as a state election. It is very much part of the overall campaign for 2024. But remember, this is only the first big election of the year. 2023 holds Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. And if you look at the pattern from 2018, the Congress had similarly formed a government in 2018. It had similarly won in Rajasthan, MP and Chhattisgarh and then gone on to be drubbed in the 2019 election. Now, I'm not saying that history repeats itself, but there is wisdom about how elections are differently voted at the state and the centre. But be that as it may, things can be turned on their head and the Congress will definitely feel like it has the wind beneath its wings. It has the momentum going into 2024 now.
All right, Congress really has the momentum going for 2024, and that's the celebration that we see right here. Shiv, thank you very much. I'm going to cut across to Sagai Raj as well. Sagai, what time do we expect the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, arriving at the KPCC office? Do we know the movements of DK Shivakumar as well? We have all the fans and supporters waiting right here to greet them.
Chief Minister designated, Deputy Chief Minister designated Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar have already landed at HL Airport and they might leave anytime now from here at HL Airport. Large number of supporters are gathered outside HL Airport to welcome them with flowers, rose petals. So you can see now security has been beefed up, vehicles have been reached the airport and even the police and escort vehicles are already here to escort them to KPCC office. They were supposed to land around 6 p.m. but it has been delayed by 20 to 25 minutes. As we speak now, the flight has landed.
Viewers, this is so typical. We always see the Congress leaders late. Tell me if that's not true. They always give a time and it always starts only an hour after that. Sagai, haven't we experienced that? The last 2 months that I'm here, I've seen that. You say one time, you start only an hour later.
Siddaramaiah designated Chief Minister DK Shivakumar along with Karnataka Congress MLAs will be coming out in the vehicle and the police will be escorting them towards KPCC office.
Okay. All right, so clearly the event is supposed to be starting at 7. We're not too sure if DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah will be arriving time. But this is the kind of mood that you see all around. The KPCC office filled with crowds and flexes here showing the might of the big leader. DK Shivakumar, who's the KPCC president, clearly why his flexes are a lot more. It outnumbers that of Siddaramaiah here at the office. But good for Siddaramaiah. He's the man who's going to be named as the CLP leader. He's the man, the chief minister. He is #1 here in Karnataka. Shilpa as well joining us. Shilpa, tell us more. Siddaramaiah's house celebrations, has he reached? Do we know if Siddaramaiah has already reached his home? We believe he's going to touch his home, meet some of his supporters there and then come to the KPCC for the CLP meeting where his name will be stamped as the CLP leader, chief minister.
Well, yes, Nabila, we are outside the Chief Minister designate Siddaramaiah's residence in Bengaluru. The police have taken over this entire area. Remember, since morning there have been supporters who have gathered here in large numbers, and at this point in time, a tight security ring being put up by the police officials because, of course, this is the residence of the Chief Minister designate and they cannot go wrong with the security. But that has not stopped his supporters. In fact, we have something, this is called the Budu Kumbala. That is what it's called in Kannada. They'll break it. It's an auspicious start for a new chapter in Karnataka politics. And also, you can see flower petals being brought here, coconuts, flower bouquets, all of this to greet the new Chief Minister of Karnataka. So we are, of course, awaiting his arrival here. We're given to understand that they've landed at the HL airport. There is some information that Siddaramaiah could come to his residence before he goes for a CLP meeting.
But all right, stay with us. Salim Ahmed, I've got him for a moment. CLP leaders, you welcome them inside the CLP meeting. Salim Ahmed is the working president of the Congress. Do tell us, the mood is upbeat. Do you agree with Siddaramaiah as the chief minister, DK as deputy? Are you happy?
Now we are going to elect Siddaramaiah as Chief Minister and Mr. DK Shivakumar as Deputy Chief Minister.
Could there be a twist? Could people vote out?
There will be no twist.
There's no twist.
It is decided. It has also been announced in Delhi also.
Okay.
So already now, as a system, 3 observers are coming who were there.
Right.
And our General Secretary, Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala, will be there.
Right.
So both our leaders will be there.
We're really keen on understanding formally from the Congress, is this a power-sharing pact? Is it Siddaramaiah 2.5 years, DK Shivakumar 2.5 years?
Just wait for some time, we'll let you know.
You know what? Well, there you have it. The Congress they're really keeping their cards close to their chest, not revealing, because it's understood if they do, then you're going. Then the CLP members itself, the MLAs itself, will undermine the post of the chief minister. Siddaramaiah might not be taken seriously. So that's really the focus here, to ensure that the position of the chief minister is kept sacrosanct. The members of the CLP respect the chief minister as if he's the only one, he's the one and only. DK Shivakumar, the deputy, one and only. But clearly there is an internal arrangement, which is why DK Shivakumar has kept quiet. Otherwise, he's known to be a man who wouldn't give in so easy. He is an egoistic person and he is delivered. It's clearly why he will dig in. He has dug in his heels and he has got what he wanted. A 2.5-year second term is what we hear. Sagai is also joining us. Sagai, has DK landed? Tell us more.
Everybody landed. Now you can see in the visuals that Congress MLA MB Patil, who had accompanied designated Chief Minister Siddaramaiah to Delhi, has left HL airport in his vehicle and he will be heading towards KPCC office. And you can see now even other vehicles are coming out from the main gate of HL airport, and people are excited to see their favorite leaders. They were waiting for more than 2 hours at HL airport, where both designated Chief Minister and designated Deputy Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar landed in a special aircraft. You can see now people are showering flowers and rose petals to welcome their favorite leaders. DK Shivakumar left from HL airport, and now it is turn of designated Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. KJ George, you can see in the visuals, KJ George with the private escort is going out of HL airport. Everybody will be heading towards KPCC office, where they'll be taking part in the CLP meeting, where the resolution will be passed. Who will be the next CLP leader? That is Congress Legislative Party leader, who will be heading the party. And you can also see that other MLAs are leaving from the HL airport. And even Siddaramaiah, the designated chief minister,
if I can ask you, while you're bringing us those live visuals, at the same time, while you get those visuals, Sagai, we're going to stay on those visuals. You see that the leaders have just about arrived at the airport. But while you see that, see what you see in front of you, tell us a little more about MB Patil, the Lingayat face of the Congress. He seems to be sour with the outcome. Deputy Chief Minister, they really hope that 3 deputies will be roped in as Siddaramaiah as CM and 3 deputies. And MB Patil was really one of those hopefuls. G. Parmeshwara was one of those hopefuls, a Dalit leader, a Lingayat leader, and a Muslim leader. Zamir Ahmed was another hopeful for...
See, Karnataka people are happy. That's
what do you say for... All right, Sagai, if you can hear me. If you can hear me about the representation, as much as we see the kind of rejoicing here right at the KPCC office ahead of the CLP meeting, I'd like to ask you the kind of representation that has been ruled out now. No Lingayat representation as a form of a deputy, no Dalit representation, no Muslim representation when it comes to deputy chief ministers. You had MB Patil, who was super hopeful. You had Satish Jarkioli, who was super hopeful. You had Zamir Ahmed, who was super hopeful. G. Parmeshwara, who was super hopeful. What happens to all of your ambitions? It's all quashed. What happens to the Congress's, mandate? Sagai, my question is to you. What happens to all that inclusivity that the Congress speaks about? Because we are only looking at one deputy, and that's the Wakkaliga leader, DK Shivakumar. Hi. All right, you see Siddaramaiah, who's just landed there. Siddaramaiah has just landed. He's about to come here. He's the new chief minister for the Congress, for the state of Karnataka, and the Congress's CLP leader. Is this a moment of joy for you?
Yeah, very much. We from Karnataka would like to send a message to the country that we are from a place where we won inclusively, not by dividing the societies. We would like to say that from the place where we say that, Sarva Jananga the Shanti Tota. This is a message to the country that Congress can run along with all the other parties.
Siddaramaiah has just landed. These are the voices I'm bringing. We'd like to stay on the visuals of Siddaramaiah landing at the airport. But while we see those visuals, voices from the KPCC telling us their mood as they are ready to welcome their leader.
Yes, see, Siddaramaiah as a leader, he's a leader of masses. And DK Shivakumar Ji, who is a KPCC president, was done organizational skills and was shown the inclusiveness in everywhere where they could give. This is a message we would like to give to the country.
So you're saying this was an inclusive mandate. DK's deputy, Siddaramaiah CM. Sagai, over to you. Visuals there of the big leaders, the men in the spotlight, and the possible chief ministers, I'm going to use a plural term here, who have just arrived at the Kempegowda International Airport.
Designated Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Designated Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar arrived at HL Airport here in Bengaluru, and you can see now the series of vehicles, the escort vehicles and MLA's vehicles are also leaving from HL Airport. And at the last, it was Siddaramaiah who came in a black car, and he was being escorted by the cops. And you can see now the vehicles are heading towards KPCC office. And there were also MLAs who had accompanied him, along with Randeep Singh Surjewala and other top leaders. All came in a special
ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಆಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಚ್ಚುಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಆಳ್ತಾರೆ, ದೇಶ ಸುಭಿಕ್ಷವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ.
And welcomed Siddaramaiah when he had passed this particular road in HL Airport. You can see now, it was a colorful sight when he stepped out, and it was a grand welcome to the designated.
Here, what do you say about that? ಎಲ್ಲ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಲಿ, ಮುಂದುವರೆದಿದ್ದು ಕೂಡ.
It was live.
Their favorite leaders. DK Shivakumar left from HL Airport, and now it is turn of designated Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. KJ George, you can see in both designated Chief Minister and designated
Karnataka, we will celebrate that. Jai Congress.
Their favorite leaders. DK Shivakumar left. You can see now all the folk music, folk artists, everybody is leaving from HL Airport just now. Designated Chief Minister and designated Deputy Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar left from airport. They will be reaching KPCC office. There was huge security deployment here. There were a large number of supporters of Congress who had gathered here to get a glimpse of their favorite leader, and they got a glimpse for close to 2 to 3 seconds, and immediately the vehicle passed. It was supposed to land at 6 o'clock, but it was delayed close to 20 to 30 minutes, and all the vehicles are heading towards KPCC office, where the leaders will be participating in the CLP meeting, and thereafter a resolution which will be passed. Who will be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? Who will be the CLP leader of Congress? And thereafter the stake claim will happen, and day after tomorrow, that is on Saturday, the Chief Ministers Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister will be taking oath. And you can see now all the other vehicles are also crossing the HL Airport, and there are also special invitees who have been invited on Saturday, including Tejasvi Yadav, Nitish Kumar, Mamata Banerjee, Kamala Hassan, M.K. Stalin, and various others who will be part of that particular vote-taking ceremony. The festival began for the Congress supporters here in Bengaluru. Once their favorite leaders landed at HL Airport, they got a very grand welcome here, and more has been done at KPCC office. Lot of folk dances, lot of flowers and grand welcome are also expected at KPCC office, and thereafter a CLP meeting where they will be passing a resolution of the next CLP leader. Left from HL Airport.
Right. You know, the leaders have arrived, and so have flowers, garlands and fans who have poured into the airport. Those visuals they're showing, Siddaramaiah arriving at the airport. DK Shivakumar as well is already here. Both the leaders are going to be coming, touching base at the KPCC office in about half an hour's time. They're going to have a full green gateway all through the roads of Bengaluru, which is otherwise packed with traffic. They'll come here in full speed to the KPCC office for this CLP meeting at 7 p.m. CLP observers have already arrived at the KPCC office. It's important, a very important day for Karnataka, as they're going to be deciding on their 24th Chief Minister. Siddaramaiah is the man who's been named 72 hours before the declaration. India Today got it right, along with deputy named DK Shivakumar. This is such a big day for Karnataka, as they were waiting 3 days or 4 days after counting took place and the results were declared. A CM face was still a big suspense. All right, cutting across to Shilpa, who's bringing a Congress leader with her. Over to you.
Well, yes, Nabila, in fact, I was just speaking to Rizwan Arshad, who is the Congress MLA from Shivajinagar. He just went inside Siddaramaiah's residence, and he, of course, is saying that the mood in the Congress camp is upbeat, the swearing-in ceremony on 20th May will be an opportunity that the Congress will use to project opposition unity ahead of the crucial 2024 elections. That's what Rizwan Arshad, just said. He's just walked inside Siddaramaiah's residence. This, of course, gives us it gives some kind of speculation that probably Siddaramaiah could come here to his residence before going to the KPCC office for the CLP meeting. Both the leaders, both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, have landed at the HL airport. It remains unclear as to where they will be heading to. Is it going to be the KPCC office, or is Siddaramaiah coming here to his residence? That's something that we are waiting to know. But as of now, the police have taken over this entire area. They are, of course, making sure that the security is put in place, because Siddaramaiah, of course, is the Chief Minister designate. So they do not want any kind of security lapse to take place. That is the reason why this entire area has now been taken over by police. But that has not stopped the supporters of Siddaramaiah from celebrating. They are eagerly awaiting his arrival here with flower petals and all other, celebrations here. In fact, they are of course raising slogans here. And from yesterday, we've been seeing celebrations breaking out here at Siddaramaiah's residence. These are not people who are just from Bengaluru. They've come from across Karnataka, from Gulbarga, from Bagalkot, and from Varuna, which is Siddaramaiah's constituency. All of them have been waiting for hours to catch a glimpse of the leader. And what they say, of course, is that Siddaramaiah is someone who's worked for the people of Karnataka. When he was the Chief Minister, he was an able administrator who had implemented several successful
this is certainly a day for the Congress, a moment that they will cherish. CLP meeting will be officiating the Chief Minister for Karnataka. It's a very formal process where on a letter, they will be signing on a letter which says that Siddaramaiah is the CLP leader, which signifies that he is the Chief Minister. DK Shivakumar as the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka. Huge mood here as the KPCC office is fully decked up and decorated. Visuals of DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah arriving at the airport have come in. We're on the ball, bringing you every detailed development coming in from Karnataka in the run-up to declaring the CLP leader for the state. Siddaramaiah it is, we told you so.